Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visitor sideline, the Dolphins head coach. And on the other side, the head coach of the Raiders. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you here in Vegas. A lot of excitement for both teams. New coaches, new quarterbacks. Can they turn it around? The season is underway. Good coverage by the kick team. Force them to start out back at the 23-yard line. So the Raiders begin, and it's the beginning of a new era again for this franchise. It is the #1 pick, Fernando Mendoza, the national champion out of Indiana. Greg, a lot of conversation if it was going to be Kirk Cousins. Who's going to start? It is Mendoza beginning as the Raiders quarterback to start 2026.
Well, here it is. This is the moment, Mike, that he has been working towards ever since hearing his name called on draft night. He's put in the work. He's gotten the reps with the first team. He's had some ups and downs through training camp in the preseason. But it's clear this organization has all the confidence in the world for this young quarterback to go out as the Week 1 starter. And frankly, the hope is he's the franchise quarterback for years to come. Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Cole now on to punt, and that kicks away. This brought in out past the 20, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Miami offense set to go. Greg, they are led by Malik Willis, picked up back in March after a couple of good seasons with the Green Bay Packers.
Mike, isn't there just something different about Week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Has completed to Douglas. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A fake to Achan, and now Willis. That one taken in by Douglas. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They motion a receiver right. A first carry here for Devon Achan. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He was a 1,000-yard rusher a year ago and looking good to start this season as well. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achan. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Willis now to throw. We get this into the hands of Devon Achan. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal. Achan. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the full.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a screen coming for Wright.
It's a really well-designed play down in the red zone. We see teams run this time and time again, fast to the flat. What they're doing is they're putting a lot of conflict of responsibility. Those edge defenders in the run game, a lot of times are also responsible for the flat area in the passing game. So things happen fast, threaten those responsibilities, and let the running back do the rest.
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Fake to Genti, and now Mendoza. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Mendoza. Quick throw here is complete. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick it up with Genti. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. Able to convert. It was 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
And a Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Not much there this time, Mike, and I'll tell you, you don't want to open your quarterback up to too many of these unnecessary hits. I mean, this isn't a gotta-have-it play. This isn't a critical 3rd down or a red zone try. Like, you want to save these plays for when the game's on the line, because if not, you're opening yourself up to some big hits on meaningless plays.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Mendoza. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like, everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. We'll keep it on the ground with Genti. He's got space inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Vegas.
Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, here's Mendoza. That's left side to Tucker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16.
On 2nd down, Genti. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
16 yards on the play. It's a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and goal at the
Genti
3-yard line.
will cross the line. He is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Yeah, and he had that nice run just a minute ago, Mike, to get him down there on the doorstep. And then he looked at the sideline and said, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not tired. I'm staying in here. And He wanted to finish what he started, and this time he's able to take it across for a touchdown.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Raiders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Willis to throw. That one's down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Throwing, Willis. This one taken in by Bell. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
On the carry, it's Achane. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's Willis. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back in Vegas after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they face a difficult 3rd and 12. Willis now to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. On comes Patterson for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Ashton Genty and this Raiders offense coming back out for their next turn with the ball. Great first weekend of football underway around the NFL. This day, so many of us look forward to more good stuff ahead later tonight. Cowboys and the Giants. We've seen that often on week 1. It always delivers that divisional rivalry. John Harbaugh's Giants debut. 8:20 Eastern for that, and then another division game tomorrow night. Denver at KC. Remember, the Broncos snapped the Chiefs' 9-straight-year run of winning the AFC West title. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Genty. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to hit another good one. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. The Dolphins offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Douglas in motion. And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 82 yards. Touchdown, Miami. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
21, Raiders 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Dylan Laube. Whoa! Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Mendoza. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Good coverage by Javon Bullard.
Here's Genty. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Raider 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. That's Juju Brents in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Play action, Mendoza. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They run out of the gun with Genty. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Vegas.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And they'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw on 2nd down, it is Mendoza. That one caught by Benson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now it's Mendoza. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the Raiders cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
It's amazing, Mike, no matter how fast the league progresses, there's still some teams that are just late adopters. And listen, I get it. It is hard to stick yourself out there. Failure is ultimately very hard to explain away at the end of the game. But 4th and 1, 4th and 2, I'm keeping my offense on the field. I just understand the value of touchdowns, especially in today's modern game. 3 points over time is just not going to get it done.
Motion man is Bell. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. The rookie from Tennessee, there on the tackle. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And he did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. First down, 10 yards to go. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. First down throw there is incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
The coverage by Nakobe Dean.
Throwing is Willis. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 35.
A big-time play for the Dolphins. 35 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Achane. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. This will be a 2nd down and 6. Motion man is Bell. A fake to Achane, and now Willis. That's right, catch made, that's Bell. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Willis. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Will Casbury. Touchdown, Miami. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Ashton Genty and this Raiders offense coming back out for their next turn with the ball. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. On 2nd down, here's Mendoza. He's going to run it. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. It's third down. They need 6 for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun snap for Mendoza. That's to the outside. He's got it to Bowers on the corner route. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 31 yards. And
Here's Mendoza. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now Genty. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Mendoza. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down. Out of the gun, Mendoza. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
it leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw is Mendoza. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Whoa! That's taken in by Achane. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. And, Greg, they have had their way right from the start in this season opener. You get that sometimes. You don't know what week one's going to bring, but this has got to be awfully satisfying.
Oh, there's no question. It gives such value to all the work that you did all offseason, and all the way back at OTAs in the spring and then through the dog days of training camp. Everyone wants to start this season strong. You're 0-0. Everyone in the league has Super Bowl aspirations. Every fan base thinks it's their year. And then to come out and to deliver, especially on the offensive side of the ball, it's really the ideal way to set up the rest of your season and try to stay on track.
Second and 10.
The coverage by Jacoby Dean.
Now Willis. He finds Bell. That's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Let's see what they do on 3rd and 4. Willis to throw. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trail pretty big to start the 3rd, but it seems like this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half.
On 4th down, Dolphins going to send out Bradley Pinion. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. And time again, Greg, the yards on the ground have been very difficult to come by.
Yeah, and it really goes against conventional wisdom, Mike. You hear so often everyone talk about you run the ball to open up the pass, and really that's not necessarily true. Oftentimes when you're having trouble on the ground, the best way to open things up underneath is by passing the ball, and that could be a variety of ways. Throwing it downfield, screen passes, swing passes. Just get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and open things up. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
He'll run the draw with Genty, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's Mendoza now on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. And it's an incompletion. This is 3rd and 6.
Jacob Rodriguez on the coverage.
Throwing is Mendoza. He's got his man. That's Besh. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues. Another 1st and 10. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Genty. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raider 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and he'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. They get the guard, Jackson Powers-Johnson. Throwing on 3rd down, Mendoza. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders are back within 2 scores.
So after a drive of that length, I guess you feel like you want to come away with something. But, anytime you settle for a field goal, it always feels to me like for the defense, it's a win. So you put a drive like that together, it feels like you got to punch it in for 6 and don't really give themselves the opportunity.
Malik Willis set to lead the Miami offense on the field for their next possession. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes, on point with his receivers right throughout, and continuing to master running and executing this offense. Well run with Achane. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He was a 1,000-yard rusher a year ago and looking good to start this season as well. Once again, it's Achane. Down the sideline, past the 45. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 10.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Achane. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
3rd and goal. Dulcich now brought in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
That's just a really good drive here in the second half, and you understand what the situation calls for. You have the lead, second half, continue to control the clock, continue to convert and get fresh sets of downs, come away with points, and just try to continue to extend this lead.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Ashton Genty and this Raiders offense coming back out for their next turn with the ball. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Drop this one down to Genty, and they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. To throw on 2nd down, it is Mendoza. On a man left side, it's caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Vegas.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Mendoza. This one complete right side. 2nd and inches.
4 yards. Complete to number 9, Jalen Naylor. 10 yards on the pickup.
A run. Gentile. Oh, the ball comes out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Run right up the gut with Gentile. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Tackle made by Lonnie Johnson.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They'll run to begin the 4th, and here's Gentile. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This from 34 yards.
A 34-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Raiders are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit that they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Malik Willis set to lead the Miami offense on the field for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Crazy. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A very satisfying performance to get the New Year started. Looking at a 1-0 start as they pick up the first down. Motion man is Bell. They'll stay on the ground with Achan, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. A run out of the gun with Achan. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 24 now, here is 2nd down and 9. Willis now to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Adam Butler working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. This a must-stop for this defense, facing 3rd and long. Look wide, get this one complete. And they go backwards here again. The defense stands tall, and it's 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And that's a decision, Mike, where it's a rookie just trying to do a little too much to impress on special teams. That could turn out to be a 4-point mistake if it winds up leading to a touchdown.
That is caught. And the Dolphins going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the fourth quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On comes Patterson for the PAT. He's got it, and the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Ashton Genty and this Raiders offense coming back out for their next turn with the ball. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. First down throw for Mendoza. A throw on the move is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now the rookie out of Arkansas, here is Mike Washington. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run, and this is Dylan Laube. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. Throwing, Mendoza. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans at his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself.
On first and 10, it's Achane. Room to run at the 35. And he's got another one. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Dolphins are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Washington to start this drive. And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mendoza. A throw right side. Taken in by Tucker. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. We'll try to run here with Washington. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We'll stick to the run. It is Washington again. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A big-time play for Vegas. It's a gain of 34.
Raiders
1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mendoza. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Dolphins.
They'll go with Washington. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They snap it to Mendoza. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Raiders first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense, to be honest. It was 4th and 3, and they picked up 8. They'll try to set up the screen here. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down. They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.